the most part, I'm very much so enjoying quarantine. Yo, I forgot my mask. I'm looking for burnished oak steel. Cannot find it. These things are mad expensive for no reason, bro. I swear, man, like when you're getting like a condo or a house or something like that, bro, these expenses for the most small things make no sense. Truth be told, I really didn't even need a cart. I literally was using it more for the video, but this thing is not really fitting in here. You see how long this is? This is not gonna work. Yo, I literally walked straight into that joint, forgetting that I did not have my freaking mask on. Jeez. Something to get used to. Now, when I say I've been enjoying quarantine, I do not say that ignorantly. I do recognize what's going on. I do know that people are hurting, and it's actually effectively destroying our economy, destroying people's morale, mental health, job opportunities, and life. For you guys who've been here for a long time, you guys know I have an autoimmune disease, so when they talk about, oh, it's not even that harmful, it only affects old people and people whose immune systems are weak. That's it, you know. Only those people. It doesn't matter. It's not that big a problem. Yeah, so for me, it's actually something that I guess it's warranted for it to be scary. It's warranted for it to instill some sort of fear or whatever. So when I say I'm enjoying my quarantine, I'm not saying that ignorantly. I'm saying that knowingly. And what I find when I'm looking on the internet, I'm seeing all these people talk about their situation, talk about the quarantine. You know, you got barbers yelling at the government, whoever that is. You got people telling people to be productive, like, oh, you guys are lazy, you should come out this quarantine like Michael Jordan or something. And if you aren't, then you're a problem. Then you got people who are saying, don't worry about it, bro. Do whatever you want. Don't even take responsibility for your life because you're hurting. So that's okay. Eat ice cream, be lazy. It seems these days people don't have perspective and they don't know nuance. All they do is go to extremes. Got people who just make excuses for everything, or you got people who disregard valid concerns that deserve some form of response. Whoa, this nigga. So, for those of you who don't know, I recently got married. I put the video up here, but the reason a lot of my videos have been in a bedroom. What's going on, everybody? This is Kevin Barber with the Classic, and you're sitting at the barber's table or on a patio in a living room or something like that, right? We've been staying with my wife's mom until we got our living situation figured out. So it's finally coming to a close. It's been a long time coming, like so many twists and turns, so many issues. Instead of being on this porch in the bedroom, in the living room doing all the recordings, I'll finally be able, it's gonna be a 2-bedroom, so I'm gonna have a bedroom, of course, and a separate office where I can record videos and actually focus on content instead of like being in people's way, editing right here on the dinner table, or having to wait till the sun come out so the image looks okay and having specific recording times. And anyway, so yeah, so we've been in quarantine, and basically that's been the project that's been what's been working on this whole time. And when I say I've been enjoying it, I really have been. And to me, enjoyment or positivity is literally just a decision that you have to make. I get it. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, factual things that are affecting people. Like I said, I have an autoimmune disease. So when they talk about old people or auto-compromised people who are really at the high level risk of this thing, I'm one of them. I can do one of two things. I can either think about it all the time, or I can decide to focus on the positive things that I have going on and really maximize on those things. I really try my best on here not to be fluffy, not to say anything that like aren't really true, or using phrases that you really hear and people don't know the meaning of. It just sounds good to say. Focusing on the positive or focusing on the silver lining is not one of those phrases. Your perspective is just your decision. You can choose to look at the glass half full or choose to look at it half empty. Countless times I'm reminded, or I know, that people have done a lot better with a lot less than me. If you have the struggle of not having, and you use that to motivate you to have, somebody who's always had has to find another struggle. Instead of sitting on our hands, just being upset that we can't go out, or there's a lot more restrictions and all these different things, we're trying to find ways that we can be effective. There are many ways to think about something. There's always ways to improve. There's always ways to do better. And that mindset itself shouldn't really bog you down or make you feel less than. It should encourage you to be all you can be, rather than remind you of all the things you are not. The mindset is, I can be so many different things, and it's just up to me to decide what are those things. In psychology, there's a development of two mindsets. One is called the growth mindset, or there's a fixed mindset. Now, the fixed mindset is people believing that you are defined by your mistakes. You're defined by your mistakes because the things that you aren't are things that you can never be. Growth mindset considers mistakes or failures as challenges to improve. The more you work on something, the better you can be. The worse the situation, the better the outcome. The fixed mindset does not see that. So I'm just imploring you guys, do this thing from the perspective of a growth mindset. Instead of wasting the valuable time, because that's all we have. All we have is time. So instead of wasting the valuable time that we have to think and do on the limitations, focus all of our energy on the possibilities and maximize that. That's really it, man. It's really how you become anything you want to be. Just gear your focus and really improve your ability to focus. The quality of your focus is really going to determine the quality of your results. I don't know how many of you guys have watched The Last Dance, but that's really the takeaway from that. Really the takeaway. Like, Jordan had such a focus on the goal. Like, some people have a focus on MVP. People have a focus on the scoring title. I'm sure he had some of those focuses, right? But none of that got in the way. None of that got in the way of winning championships. You have to prioritize the right thing. In life, I think the number one thing you have to prioritize is progress. So improving, learning, that's it. The bettering of yourself, and whatever that is, needs to be above everything else. Everything else. That's money, prestige, it's likability. All of these external things that are determined by other people need to go. Just throw that away. Like, even on YouTube, like with views, or Instagram with likes, or Facebook with friends, or TikTok with followers, like these are just numbers, right? And you can have them or not and still not improve. Focus on where it is you want to be, where it is that's worth being, and go towards that. If you want to be a barber, then focus on the techniques, right? You can have 5,000 followers or 100,000 followers and still suck at scissor over comb, still suck at clipper over comb. You can have the dopest clipper in your hand, still suck at fading. Focus on what you're doing, what you want to be. Focus what it takes to do that, to be there. That's really all it's going to take for you to be where you want to be. But anyway, that's me. That's it. That's what I got for today. Thank you guys for watching. All these cars. You hear all these cars are going through. I can't wait. I can't wait till I'm in that room. But anyway, thank you guys for sitting at the barber's table. Yeah, that's it for me today. See you guys in the next one.
Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all.
Frozen.
A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I